playthrough silent until yesterday at that time. I was showing you the videos from streaming, so I never fallen to now, and the kind of I think this is the second or third time that I've streamed this, but it is a whole playthrough, and you should be able to tell which one is which pretty easy. I'm just going to carry on anyway with this from where I left off last time, and I'll try and be more careful in the future. Okay, back to the library. Yeah, I was going to do silent playthroughs because, to be honest, I don't like the way I sound over, you know, I sound like James Bond in my head, but when you listen to yourself, well, when I listen to me on here, when I watch it on YouTube, I sound like I've got autism or something. Which I'm not really keen on that. And it's only like phone headset, this what I'm talking through. It's not like I've got a proper setup or anything. So sometimes it's just, you know, it's hard to just drive a long conversation on your own.
If you can find a book called Living Lava, I'm interested.
Living Lava?
A book about the tears of the World Heart. Manthra suggested I should look for that.
You have tickled my curiosity.
Oh, very good, Sybil. Tickled her curiosity. Yeah, if you like this kind of game, you know, I'd recommend getting this just for a playthrough, but, you know, it's not as polished as maybe it should be.
Pass me the books you have. I can't carry any more. I need to keep my hands free in case we have to fight.
I'd love to get some information about the odd sphere we found in the temple. Did you learn anything about it?
Nothing yet. We need more to go on before we can hope to find something in all these books.
Yeah, that's got it. Right. I like doing the quests, you know. And to be honest with you, you could fly through this game and you didn't bother with any of the quests. If you didn't bother with any quests, you could fly through it pretty fast. And it's maybe a little bit difficult at first, but as soon as you're used to the combat, you should be alright, you know. I think I've played it now. I think this is my third playthrough of this game. I don't know if I've already said this or not, but I bought it when this game first came out for £40 because I seen a YouTuber, a YouTuber I watched said it was Demon's Souls 2, so I thought I'll give it a go. 40 quid, and I did not like it. I did not like it at all, and that was on the PS3 at the time. And I don't know why. I rebought it on the PS4. I don't know what I thought. I thought I'll give it another try. It was only a £5 if you've got PS Plus, which I reckon probably everybody has, because why would you not? I got it for a £5. And I just thought, I persevered with it and got past. What it was last time, I got stuck in the swamp and I gave my PS3 away to somebody, and when I got my PS4, and I only ever had a go on it again once after that. And once I'd got to the swamp, I was back up to where trying it first time, but when I rebought it,
So, did you find a book in what we found?
I played through it to the end.
Excellent. Let me have a look at it. Oh, what a gem! A real mine of knowledge. This tier of the world heart is actually a kind of container. Inside it, there's raw power that makes whoever is connected to the world heart more powerful. I believe I should give it to you, so you can make use of it.
Okay, well, I guess we'll try and make use of it, if there's anything I can do with it. And anyone who's interested in trophies as well, you know, you'll get trophies for this game quite easily, to be honest, you know. And I have not found a respec option. I don't know if they've got one or not. Well, I think they've not, but you know, I'm not beyond missing things. See that? You know, that might be I've not killed 15 enemies with fire spells. I will do soon anyway, because you end up depending on fire quite a lot towards the end. See, I'm not sure that that's worth 2 points because basically it saves you 2 tainted blood. Instead of 12 to make a potion, it costs you 10. And you can buy tainted blood from whichever merchant sells it for 5 gold. Do you know what I mean? So it saves you 10 gold every time you make a potion. Probably not that useful, to be honest, which last time I played I got all them kind of ones. I think this time I'm going to play for the 10% off, 20% off, you know, them ones. That would be handy to have as well. Because they're important to traps and crossbows. Right, let's go. I'm not sure who to take with me, to be honest. I mean, she's handy because she heals you, but she gets wiped out pretty fast. She's alright, and the guy who looks like a dead walker is alright because they've got this thing what stuns enemies, and well, she can cast magic where he's a melee. The dead walker guy, he's melee, but he does cast a stun, and she casts magic and stun. So I think I'll take her.
I need to speak to you.
What can I do for you?
I'm going to have need of your talents. Come with me.
You offer me what? Sword play, suspicion, and sarcasm? Huh. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I need to cut my hair today. My God, I hate my hair. I usually have it pretty short, like a number 1 all over. I've got a thin hair, and when it grows a little, it's not even that long, but it's long enough. It makes me look like a surprised chicken, or you know, maybe an attacking you or something. Hey up, Chuck. You get loads of different like armours and blades, and they're not so different from each other, but there is a pretty mint crossbow. Oh, now he'll attack the big guy. Don't let him kill her. Yeah, she gets, well, we're both poisoned, but no big surprise there, I guess. I need 2 more of them stones. Should be plenty around here, to be honest.
Head to the southeast. You'll find an entry in the support building. Take that passage, and then look for an opening in the cliff face. The rest of the company is hidden there.
Got it. There's another camp of prisoners over there in the west. Not any of our guys, but maybe we should try to free them anyhow. Do you want us to give you a hand?
No. Get out of here.
See you back at the camp. Good luck.
Gonna need it.
He's not surprised to see I've turned into a demon while he's been locked up. Elite Imperial Blade, did that say? Yeah. So that's pretty strong actually. Two tainted steel. I mean, I could get that, or I could just put flat damage up by 4. I need tainted steel. Set on fire. Interrupt +1. To be honest, it never seems to make that much of a difference. And one has to go with the set on fire, but I want some tainted, 2 tainted steel to put up my flat damage. Physical damage +4, physical damage +3, we'll go +4, yeah, +4. Oh, that's got the critical. I mean, you could sell everything, but you're better off. You can craft everything. You know, you find enough weapons and stuff, and you get to craft everything. So I don't worry about it too much. Hmm. Let's get rid of that anyway. Let's see if we can put this is plus 10%, but that's on 16, there's only one and a half. Let's come back to that one. Max health plus 5. Resistance to fire, resistance to poison. Right, magic. Plus 3, right. Physical resistance plus 3. So it'll still be behind. I mean, you could set it up so it's stronger against fire, or it's, you know, the one I've got on strong against magic. You could have one that's set up to be strong against poison or ice. Maybe you should set one up so for it to be, well, that takes 7 gemstones. A tainted gemstone. And then what would I have this one as? Magic regen. That's magic. Health regen. No, I don't know. I think I'll just sack that off for now. Before we go in there, let's go through the, because it's up there, I think. Yeah, it's over that other side. It says I've still got prisoners to free, so, and once you engage the boss of the area, then it's not like you can then go and do whatever afterwards. It's not how it works. Well, I expected more. I expected more in that chest. But, you know, they drop plenty of stuff now. You're not run short of health potions or magic potions or anything. That is where it came in, isn't it? Yeah. So where the hell are the other prisoners? Oh, right. Probably in this side. He did say they were on the other side, didn't he? Let's have a look. Still further in. Did I get that from here? Yeah. Hello? Yeah, phone back in a minute, Cock. I'll tell him to pick up the phone. Alright, see you soon. Right. I can't wear helmets anyway now. Right, so you might as well just get rid of them. If you've played your character that way, then you may as well just recycle your helmets. He's got some poise, hasn't he? You can take a punch to the face with a sword. Hello? Did you just show me? that's me. My niece has come and stopping for a few days. She's broken up with her boyfriend by the looks of it. God, it's a bit of a mess, to be honest, that situation. I'm not saying he's a loser, but he's not got much about him, the guy. But you know, he's harmless, and I never did like say anything against him or anything like that. She broke up with him, and then when she broken up with him, I said, well, to be honest, he's not got much about him. I didn't put him down or anything, I just said he's not got a lot about him, and you should be, you know, your aspirations should be a bit more than that, I guess, in this day and age, because otherwise you'll end up with nothing. And so I didn't say anything about it. Then when she split up with him, she went out with his brother, yeah, and I said, well, that's a mistake, don't do that. But she was at it, oh, his brother's dead nice, and blah blah blah, and they're totally opposite from each other, and they hate each other, and so there'll never be any problems. And I went, it never works like that. It's never that way, never that easy. And she was like, I don't know how long it was she was with the brother, but it wasn't that long, to be honest. And I said it's a mistake, you know, but you have to let them make their own mistakes. You have to let people make their own mistakes. Otherwise everybody'd be, you know, everybody'd be super wise. If you could just advise somebody from experience, then there won't, you know, the world won't be in as much trouble as it is. People have to make their own mistakes. You get trophies for completely filling in these, you know, but I know you get 2 points at a time, but there's still like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 points left to get on this one. So, talking 36 points on each one, maybe. Yeah, 36 points on each. You basically would have to probably pick one and stick with it if you was one for the trophies. Saving them points up, I think. Oh no, I need that one first anyway. That can only help. That can only help that. So I still though need to kill what, 15 enemies with fire spells. So that'll probably take a while anyway. Although I don't understand why it killed one of them guys instantly. I got an insta kill on him, and the other guy seems to be in exactly the same, you know, caught in the middle of an attack, almost at exactly the same spot, and he took next to nothing damage off it. So I don't understand the difference, but there's a few things in this game that are like that. Right, we find the last prisoner's name. That's not good. Them guys there, the arrows, they slow you down, the ice arrows. I got she turned up. I think she can just heal herself. She's not interested in healing me. But, you know, you can blame her, I guess. Come on, you divvy. Oh no, fucking hell. I've just gone back out, haven't I? What an idiot. Not good. I didn't press that, I pressed. Oh, it's like a critical, isn't it? You get like that slow down thing. Get up, woman. Well, I guess we should wait for a sweet one and then head back inside. the fuck? Let's just try and blow him off. Yeah, we'll just blow him off. All these are going to be back alive though now. I wouldn't mind doing like a homeborn back to back to camp or whatever, but no. There's no fast travel. Which I don't mind really, because I don't mind there not being a fast travel. It just means the amount of circling you're going to be doing. Alright, looks like everyone's still gone. Yeah, so I don't know about these prisoners. Where are these prisoners supposed to be? They're not over this side though. As far as I know, I've already released them. I just bought Wolfenstein New Order, and that cost me what, £3.29, which is ridiculously cheap considering it's got nearly 50 gig of content, right? So I know it's a shooter, and believe me, I'm not the best at any game. And mine shooters. Lovely. Don't get carried away. Edwin, don't get carried away, babe. Don't pick up all this stuff. You never know when you might need whatever, you know. Right. Oh, they're worth putting on, even though I don't even use the blades. I'm not trying to play through doing the Ranger style, you know. It's probably quite hard, to be honest. But there's other difficulty levels, and they consist of doing less damage and taking more damage. That's it. There's nothing interesting to it. Alright, yeah, there's no going around that. Right, okay, well I guess that was that. Yeah, just make sure I know where I am. It should show you on the map where the guys are, the other prisoners. I mean, I knew there was 2 sets of prisoners, but apart from your own, but I've not a clue where they are, and I've already set at least one. Set 3. Them the stairs I just went up before, aren't they? Where's that all? There it is. Oh, here you go, they're in here somewhere. Better to just kill them. That's the stun what she has. But well, basically it is a bit like a stun, but it also makes an attack their own, which is handy when it comes down to no, I don't want that one. Yeah, it's handy when it comes down to
Go to the support pillar in the southeast of the city. You'll come out near the cliff. Follow it and you'll come to a rift. Go in. The Elf Army is there and they'll take care of you.
Thank you. See you back at the camp.
That's right.
yeah, that's right. I'll see you back at the camp. Right, hang on, let me just... Oh, I need it. One more soul, don't I, then I'll... Right, the forge, yeah, that's what we're doing, the forge. We do the forge and then we go back. That's not the forge. Oh, it could be the forge, but... Right, that's the last thingy. I've got to go and give that Alfie's stones. Oh, maybe, right, maybe it was the forge. No, it's down here, isn't it? I know it's kind of upstairs, the forge, anyway. They've upped the game now. The magic's starting. Right, lovely jubbly. I thought there was another way down from the forge. Alright, yeah, there is. Old door. Is there a way into this building? No. Yeah, he just circled in from nowhere. There's another guy. I guess if you're not careful, it's not hard to kill you either. So, you know, try and keep your wits about you a bit, but don't bother going fighting boss yet because you need to. Why would it lock onto someone on top fucking deck, mate? Yeah, we've got to go back to camp. Back to camp. And we'll give your man his stones, and then we're going to have to sort the plan the attack. The last boss fight's a bit they're like, how can I put it, like they step up, they ramp up the difficulty in certain areas. Instead of it being a gradual climb. You go from being overpowered to underpowered. Do you know what I'm going to bring? Who am I going to bring? I'm not going to bring that Edwin because she's been with me every other time at this point. I think I'm going to bring somebody else this time. I'll take Sybil, I think.
I've taken a tour of the camp and it's like a sieve.
What do you propose?
Well, I'd be safer with a few dozen well-placed traps. Do you think you could build them for me?
I'll take care of that as soon as I get some. Let's change the subject. Here's all that I can find. I doubt I'll be able to find any more.
Each stone that you can recover is precious. I can't thank you enough for what you've already done. You're giving us back our memories.
Let's change the subject. I built your traps. Okay, here are your traps. And you just need to put them in place.
Thank you. I must admit that I'm relieved it was you who built them. I've been living in fear of missing my hair start permanently had I tried to do it.
I'll leave you here for now. Let's just have a look. That's right, that's all side quest done. Alright, that's the guy's hammer. The blacksmith guy, right. Did I lose 10 traps? Yes. Right, so I'll need to craft some traps. You might as well have 15. The blacksmith.
I heard you managed to get back my equipment from the forge. I can't believe it. Do you have the hammer?
Yes, I have your hammer. Here. You can put it to better use than me.
Thank you. Finally, I can do something useful. All this battered and bent equipment is going to be superb again. At least our soldiers will die with dignity.
You got a weird way of looking at things. Anyway, I've got some supplies I could sell you if you need anything.
Excellent. Don't take this badly, but I have to get to work right away.
Excellent. I have to go
Hello?
see the captain. See you later.
Right, fine. Alright, see ya. I know, it's fine, it's alright, don't worry about it. No, it's alright, don't worry. Alright, you can come and see us though anytime you want to, you know. Alright. See you, Cat, bye bye. Yeah, that was my niece, if you heard, she just cancelled, she's not coming now. I missed what happened there. Did I sell you some stuff? Let's have a...
Mercenary! Great to see you again. How may I be of service?
Show me what you have to sell.
Thanks to you, I'm building my stock back up. Have a look for yourself.
Like, I haven't even played with hammers or anything yet, or axes, because they're pretty slow to know. I mean, look at that, attack speed minus 75%. They look like Mad Max weapons, don't they? Let's have a look. Oh right, so we didn't take the hammer off me, but we can have that. We can have that, I won't be going back to it. Alright, forgot to swap back. Right, hang on. It's got automatic poison, so I think, oh hang on. A 10% chance of setting the enemies on fire with the orbs. You know, that's really good physical resistance too. I'll have that, go on. See, they put physical resistance plus 10, but it's only works out at 2 points, so there's no change that. Oh no. What was it? 22. So it's not alright, it doesn't, it works out at 10. So that says physical resistance plus 10%, not 10. But it's actually going, oh no, 22% resistance. Right, yeah, I get it now. You know, does it actually amount to that much? You know, it doubles it. No, it doesn't double it, but puts it up 0.2. But it doesn't seem to mean anything in the figures. Never mind. Let's have a look at this. Adds poison to your attack, that's not bad at all. Protective flame. Resistance to ice. Resistance to poison. Poison damage. And 3 tainted steel for that. So let's not do that, let's go one of the others. Yeah, health regen. Magic regen on it. Interruption. Resist. Interruption resist. We'll try that.
Huh. If I knew how messed up everything was gonna be. You know what a pain in the ass it was hauling my cart here?
I bet. But we're lucky you followed us. We could do with a good smith.
Yeah, well, seeing what's left of the village, it's not like I had a choice. With you around, business is better than ever. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Let me see what you've made this time.
Bit overpriced. Alright. How much is that? Right, a lot of tainted steel. Just makes it just that little bit better. Recycle that. In fact, recycle that. Where's civil? That's on recycling still. That's back out. I'm going to find civil first.
Roma, you got a minute?
Yes?
I have a few questions I need to ask you. I'm guessing this is not the way you always imagined coming back to your lands.
For years now, I've been waiting for the day when I can go back to my city. But deep inside, I've dreaded this moment. If I was ever coming back home, it can only mean one of two things. Either I've been captured by my people, or I've been forgiven because I was right. I would have preferred being captured. My city has fallen, and I do not recognize it.
This is no time to feel sorry for yourself. This war is not over yet, and your people need you now more than ever.
We have been swept away. There is no more army, no more supply base, and nothing left to fight for.
How long have you been harassing a deadlocked army without getting caught by your people?
Nearly 7 years.
7 years of guerrilla warfare, and you're still here. You know exactly how Carapace is laid out. You are going to be essential in the days to come.
Perhaps. We shall see.
Let's change the subject. I'll leave you here.
Oh, there she is.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
What do you think of Mathers?
I think he's absolutely unique, fascinating. I have always loved history and history books, but he actually lived through history. It's just incredible. There is so much we can learn from him. His knowledge could allow us to better understand what happened in our past. We could learn from the errors of our ancestors.
Do you really think he's immortal?
Oh, I'm convinced of it. You only have to look at him. He's so cultured and has so much knowledge. Which reminds me.
Something to do with our decomposing friend?
Yes, he won't talk to me about his romantic experiences. I managed to get a lot of stories about battles and all sorts of historical anecdotes, but nothing about his love life. It's not that I want to pry into his intimate life, but I do wonder why he's so reticent to talk about it.
I could always ask him for you. What do you know about the Ice Lords?
As much as it is possible to know without having. In some ways, they're quite fascinating, even though the term might seem inappropriate.
Is that it?
Perfect. How do we kill him?
If I knew that, do you think I would keep it to myself? But I can tell you this, we do believe it's possible. We know that there are 7 lords. Black Storm, Lady Crystal, Marshal Winters, the White Lady, Lord Blackfrost, the Chiller, and the Ice Duchess.
Everybody knows that. We've had our asses kicked by them enough.
For sure. But in the past, there were more of them. Some scrolls talk of 9 or a dozen, even of 30 lords. Of course it's confusing, and I doubt they would have freely given the information of how to kill one of them. But you can bet that some of them have died. We just have to discover how.
Where did they come from?
Most people believe that the lords appeared recently, at the beginning of the war. But I have found certain scrolls that lead me to believe they have been around more than 300 years. They are originally from a region far to the north of Vergil. For a long time, they remained there. The beginning of their conquest is quite recent. We all think that the war started 10 years ago, but in fact, it is much longer, maybe even the last century. It took them a long time to escape from their region of origin. The dwarf kingdoms were in their way, and they put up a fight.
You had me going there for a moment. I'm sorry. Dwarves? Secret for the children.
But you're wrong. The dwarves did exist, but the Ice Lords exterminated them.
Right. And I bet they also massacred all those poor dragons and goblins.
You know that dragons and goblins don't exist. They're impossible.
Magic exists, and there's a demon inside of you turning you into a demon, and you're on fire, but you don't believe in dwarves?
They have weaknesses that we could exploit.
Not that I know of. All of the Ice Lords are powerful sorcerers. They are far more powerful than all the other magicians. They have an unlimited army. If they have a weakness, it's not that.
But in spite of all of this, you think there is something.
I do. We often imagine the Ice Lords as a vast megalithic power. But that's not true. In fact, they desperately hunger for power. Just because they pooled their powers to create the Deadwalker army doesn't mean they like each other. Their balance of power is precarious. As soon as they are done with destroying Vertiel, they'll probably start killing each other.
Sure, but that doesn't help us much if we have to wait until they're done.
Perhaps there's a way to stir up the tensions between them, even if for the moment, I can't think how.
Let's change the subject. What can you tell me about the World Heart?
Many of the people on Vertiel believe that the World Heart is just a myth. There are many different beliefs from one region to another, but most of them have more in common than not.
The World Heart is where life and prosperity aboard. I've already heard that crap.
If we were to imagine Vertiel as a living being, the World Heart is exactly what it sounds like, the heart of the world. It's what keeps the world alive. It beats, and Vertiel lives from its energy. If you wish, I can try to learn more about it. Come back and see me in a few days.
I need your help. Come with me.
If you want.
I do want.
I hope you put the gifts of the Tear of the World Heart to good use.
He's asking for help.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
I'll be going now.
Oh, ask him about his love life.
You seem to have evolved. We may at last be able to have an interesting discussion.
What do you want?
Quite simply, an exchange of experiences from one superior entity to another.
I'm not certain I know what you mean.
You are using a human body as a host, just as I am, though the condition of mine is somewhat worse. What is your degree of control? Your feeling? What have you tried? Do you still feel the need to satisfy your human's desires?
It's more like coexistence. Vulcan is still most present. I have need of its human experience. Some aspects of its flesh existence are still strange to me. I understand not why we tarry here giving help to this one or that one, when we know that we must go to the World Heart.
You see, humans, when you get down to it, are rather like ants. They have to scurry around all the time to feel alive, to give themselves a sense of purpose, and they live in groups, of course. If one combines these facts, one can see that they actually need to rush about here and there helping one another. Despite the fact, of course, that those they are helping are about as important from an overall perspective as the ants that we spoke of initially.
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you come to Caliphas?
Why not? There's one thing you should know about eternity. It can be rather dull. So I do my very best to be in the right place at the right time. The place where it's the most fun.
Fun. You think this is fun?
Well, distracting them, if you prefer. What do you expect? I'm just so bored. The end of the world is a show I wouldn't want to miss.
What do you know about the Deadwalkers?
Apart from the fact that they're an incongruous mass of corpses with a cold bad taste that were animated through the use of magic, nothing. I can tell you that the power necessary for their creation and to keep them working is far beyond the magical abilities of any of your contemporaries. And since it's obvious they're incapable of any decision-making or strategy, they are clearly being controlled from a distance. All of which suggests the Ice Lords who are controlling these things are rather powerful. Something, I grant you, quite difficult to believe when one saw them start out at the same pitiful level of incompetence as their brothers, the Red Scribes.
What happened to the Elven?
I think it was simply lacking in strength of will and determination. They transformed him into an Arch-Lich. It's a particularly delicate and extremely dangerous magical process that could only be performed by an Ice Lord. It can only be performed on an elf, and then only one who is desperate to live.
How so?
Elves have many flaws, but most of them do have a very profound sense of duty. If an elf believes he is going to be tortured to make him reveal the secrets of his people, for example, he can literally will himself to die. It would seem that this king was desperate to continue living at any price, rather than dying with honor. That is what allowed them to turn him into an Arch-Lich.
Talk to you later. Do you have a moment? I wanted to ask you a few things. What happened here?
As far as I understand, the Elfin army was caught unaware by powerful magic that buried them under ice in an instant.
They didn't stand a chance.
And how could they? Such magic requires the presence of a very powerful sorcerer, someone on the order of an Ice Lord. They rarely take to the battlefield, but when they do, all hope is lost. Rumor here has it that it was the work of Black Frost.
Who is this Black Frost?
Don't tell me you don't know the name.
Don't take me for an idiot. I know what he is, but that doesn't really help much, does it?
He's one of the Seven. He's known for his craftiness, his guile. He prefers using magic rather than his arms. In the past, he used to be more discreet. But for 2 years now, he's been leading the Deadwalkers' assaults, and is regularly seen in the front lines.
What changed?
I don't know. The Ice Lord's alliance is a delicate balance. It is possible that this is the result of an internal power struggle. He has certain abilities that make him fit for the world. Black Frost is without a doubt very effective. Just look at the destruction around us.
What do you know about Carapace?
It's a very ancient city, far more ancient than it appears. The elves are master preservers of architecture. They shrink from destroying, preferring to construct new strata on top. You can find traces of Caralthos in works that are over 1,000 years old. Some buildings, like the Royal Palace, are of unequaled complexity. But the city also incorporates more primitive districts, and there must be underground areas as a result of all these piles.
Let's change the subject. Later.
Oh, I wanted to ask him about his sex life, but it wasn't there.
Do you have a moment?
My dear, I have all of eternity.
I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Right.
We need to talk about your style.
What would you like best? Perhaps I should use Esper the Ancient's fighting technique, or something more visceral, like that of Manipur Threeblades.
Try to find it more defensively. Pretend to rush in. Try to remember we're not all immortal.
Finely observed. Very well. I shall follow your instructions.
Talk to you later.
Do you want to talk about his love life, mate?
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
Do you know what happened to me in the temple?
I'm still searching for an explanation. Something must have gone wrong during the ritual.
And what was the God's Day
You alright,
ritual
babe?
supposed to be?
Yeah, you alright?
The Red
Good
Scribes will
girl.
always have
Good
quite limited
girl.
magical skills. I believe that the ritual was meant to increase their magical powers to try and find a way of combating the Ice Lords. But instead of channeling pure energy into each of the scribes, the ritual called forth a conscience that settled in you.
Your father called it a demon. How come I got stuck with it?
A demon? That reminds me of the old text, but I couldn't say if that's what it is. You were standing right there, so that force flowed into you. It could have been my father, or any of us, I guess.
Well, that's just great. What do I do now?
I would dearly like to help you. But even though I have searched through all the texts I have here, I can find no reference to anything like this experience of yours, at least for now. But until we have found out more, you must try to fight against this thing. Do not allow it to get comfortable. We don't know what its intentions are, or how powerful it is. It could be dangerous for you.
Let's not talking to some others. We'll talk to him.
Vulcan, I hope you've got good news.
Nothing new in the outlying areas?
They still control the perimeter. If the Deadwalkers are aware of our presence, they're hiding it well.
I still haven't found your passageway into the city.
It's there, somewhere. And we have to find it. It's our only chance.
I have found it. I've been in city plenty of times.
I have some questions I'd like to ask you. What can you tell me about the prince?
I understand what you're asking. Is he up to it? The answer is yes. Since the start of this war, the prince has always been in the front line. He has demonstrated skill and courage, sometimes endangering his own life. He has, of course, taken some unnecessary risks, but the situation was different then. I think he'll be more cautious in the future.
I see. The young prince wanted to prove to his father that he was deserving of his affection.
He was merely seeking to protect his people.
Do you have any information about what's going on in the city?
Very little. I can only trust what the last soldiers who got out have said. Apparently, most of the Deadwalker troops have left, including Lord Blackfrost. He assigned one of his concubines to control the region, but I have no idea what kind of creature we're dealing with. That said, if the Ice Lords keep to their usual tactics, they'll clean up the last pockets of resistance and start transferring their prisoners.
Do you know if there's any other resistance in Vertiel?
The rare information I get these days is not good. Several human kingdoms have capitulated on conditions has apparently laid waste to one of the major elf settlements in the east. We have no news of the others. There are probably pockets of resistance, but they are tiny and have no hope against the Deadwalkers.
This war is lost. Thou wouldst better find the deepest pit and cower there until all is over.
It is my duty to fight to the last breath, regardless of what chance you think we have of succeeding.
Mercenary, I owe you my life. I'll never forget that.
How did you get out of your coma in the village?
I don't know. All I know is that I opened my eyes and heard the sound of fighting. I just had the time to grab my weapon and get out into the village square. It looked like the general of the Deadwalkers was waiting for me. Sometimes the sense of duty is more powerful than the pain of wounds.
Maybe the cure we made finally worked.
Relmar told me about that. Maybe you saved my life twice, not just once. Who knows? In any case, I owe you a lot. I won't forget it.
Do you know Relmar well?
I knew him well. A long time ago, when we were young. He and I were milk brothers. We grew up together in my father's palace. But life goes on, and by the time we were adults, we were forced apart. Relmar defied my father's authority and openly rebelled against his people. He betrayed us.
He had a good reason for it.
A good reason? What reason? Dragging us into a war with the Ice Lords without preparation?
His cause was just. He refused to watch the other peoples of Bertiel suffer and fall one after the other. If the elves had helped, maybe we wouldn't be here today.
We could talk about how just his cause is for days. How could we know what would have happened? Maybe we wouldn't be here today. He wanted to act fast. He was always impulsive. But that behavior led him to reject his king. And his best friend at the same time. He betrayed us, and his recent feats of arms can't change anything, even if it wounds my heart.
What a prick.
Why did the elves enter the war so late?
That decision cost us dearly. It isn't easy to watch the other peoples of Vertiel suffer and fall one after the other. But our king felt that we needed to gain time. We had information about the Deadwalkers that led us to be careful. Long before the war officially began, they were already crushing all of their opponents far to the north.
And you said nothing? You could have warned the other kingdoms.
We told them to avoid the fight, to flee and regroup. They didn't listen to us. So we preferred to stay neutral and not provoke the Ice Lords. They must have known they couldn't defeat us without losing a large part of their strength. So they saved the greatest prize for the last. We thought that our best trained troops could hold them. We underestimated them and neglected to take into account the fact that each army they defeated made them stronger.
Are you from Carolfas?
Yes, I was born there. I spent most of my life there. Carolfas is one of the most ancient of our cities. I mean, it was. We knock things down so seldom that the city is built in layers. But I've unfortunately never visited the underground levels. I'm unfamiliar with the passageways there. I suppose that's why you asked the question.
I'll be going.
I have nothing to say to you, mercenary. You want to follow these gutless elves? That's your choice, not ours. Now leave us!
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
She asks you to give them guys who just fought you a kick up the arse.
Mercenary! Great to see you again. How may I be of service?
I have some questions I'd like to ask you. Let's talk about something else. I'll be going now.
He's not into spilling his love life, is he?
Mathis, do you have a moment?
My dear, I have all of eternity.
I want to ask you a couple of questions. I'm going to need your experience, Mathis. Come with me.
At last. I was starting to get a little bored.
Maybe he'll tell me on the way to somewhere. See, that don't make sense. Who am I supposed to be talking to?
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
Can I have a look at your stock?
A good day to you, mercenary.
Do you have a moment? I wanted to ask you a few things. Let's change the subject. Later.
Well, I don't know what to do about that. Maybe if I put Edwin in front of him, you know what I mean? That might.
I wish I could go out on a recon, but the captain says I have to stay here.
Get your ship packed. We're getting out of here as soon as possible. Our contract is over.
But Captain, after all we've done here...
Listen to me. We have no chance against the Dead Walking Army, no matter what powers you have. I'm not sending my company into a massacre. I didn't lead the company here to save this city. The only reason we came was to get our lads back. There was never any question of anything else.
God damn it, Captain. This is an important battle. You have to include the Blades in it. There is a creature in the city that I have to face and absorb. If you can't understand that, then I guess it's time I took over your place.
You wouldn't dare. You don't stand a chance against me.
Really? Then by the laws of the Freeborn Blades, I challenge you for the leadership of this company.
Well, that's what you want. Come and get some. I'm done with giving away free gifts.
That's fucking true. Take that. I got doing some moving around inside him.
This was well done.
Let us go and seek out Prince Ironwood. We must make haste to plan our attack.
A minute. Still 11. That's it.
The mercenary salutes you, knight. I have a few questions I need to ask you. You mentioned the Order of the Ember Knights. What is that?
It is the order that the knight belongs to. They are the surviving warriors and honored soldiers of other orders that were lost during this war.
Oh. So it's kind of the Order of the Orphan Knights.
This name does not sound real to his ears.
Right. So you haven't always been an Ember Knight?
No. He was first a defender of the Algander Islands. Then he was a Templar of the Order of Virgins, and then a Brother of the Rock, and then a Summer Trapper.
So all of those orders have been lost. That must have been hard.
He has lost many valorous companions in battle. His heart is heavy with scars.
I'll bet. So what is the creed of the Ember Knights?
The knight has long searched for the answer. Now he knows it. To seek a glorious death and carry as many enemies as possible away with him.
It's kind of depressing. If you follow me, we should be able to find a chance for you to get your beautiful death. Just try not to commit suicide at the first available opportunity.
The knight will wait for this moment.
What do you think of the Red Scribes?
Their studies have made them blind. Only knowledge interests them. They show contempt for all else. Today they have the ear of the last surviving warriors. They do not deserve this honor, and their words are hollow.
Let's change the subject. I'll leave you.
I can't speak to him now, can I not? No.
Hey, Buffalo. See, nobody's managed to kill you yet.
Not before I've seen you blown up by one of your toys.
Have you had time to talk to the human soldiers?
Yes, but they didn't say much. I don't think they trust us, or the Red Scribes, or anyone for that matter. They were just as stupid as we were. They thought they were going to join up with a great army to be safe. As you can imagine, they're a little disappointed.
Do you think they'll stay?
I don't think they're in any mood to fight. Once they've seen to their wounded, they'll be out of here the first chance they get.
How's the company doing?
If you were to spend less time hanging around with your new friends, you'd know. It's not long in roses. Already there weren't many of us, and now it looks like our only hope of success in this goddamn war is lying over there, closer to my granny's tomb. We can't last too long in this situation. The captain has to decide to make a move.
I reckon the Deadwalker army will find us before we have the chance to desert. I'm going.
Yeah, the options don't tally properly, so earlier on when I was trying to find the traitor, one of the things you could say to him was like, you better tell me because I'm the captain. So it was like you were meant to have done that after you killed the captain, and then that I've just spoke to him then was as if the captain was still alive when he's dead. So let's go and see the red scribes again. No. Dribble I'm looking for. Yeah.
Edwin, I need to speak to you.
What can I do for you?
I would like to ask you a few questions. What happened at Carapass? Have you ever seen that before?
Wait until your enemies have gathered and then take them by surprise using magic. The attack on this city bears the mark of Black Frost. To cast a spell capable of freezing a river, you'd have to be here in person. It's possible that he's still in the area. He could be your key to the World Heart. Find him and eliminate him, and the door to your goal will open.
Aren't you cold like that?
Is that your polite way of suggesting I'm indecently dressed?
After what happened in the swamps, everybody is looking at you. Your attire isn't making things any easier.
Unless you're volunteering to be my chaperone, I can't see that it is your problem. Remember, it was that pervert Aeolus who threw me into a cage like this. If my attire makes some people uncomfortable, especially the red scribes, I don't have any problem with that.
Hey, you are free to walk around with your ass in the air, but don't come crying to me if you get into trouble because of it. Some of our guys haven't seen a woman for months.
Let them come. I'm a big girl now, and I can take care of myself.
What's the story with this Mathras guy? Who is he?
It's hard to say. He's one of the living dead. Of that I'm completely certain, but he is able to do things no other species of revenant has ever done before. You must understand that necromancy, the magic that allows the dead to be reanimated, is based upon one principle: giving energy to lifeless bodies. Mathras functions differently somehow. It is not his body that has been brought back to life, but rather his mind, which has survived his body.
He says he's 6,000 years old. You believe that?
It is entirely possible. His spirit is in theory immortal. This magic is far different from that which is practiced in Vertium. Instead of drawing energy from the World Heart, he draws energy directly from the body he is possessing.
Could that have anything to do with the Ice Lords or my demon?
Absolutely not.
We're going to try to take back the tower. Any suggestions?
Yes, of course. You'll need to locate a unicorn, a few leprechauns, and perhaps a fairy or two. They are your last, best hope in retaking the tower.
So you're saying it's impossible?
You catch on quickly. The might of the entire Elven army was swept away in a few minutes. The red scribes and freeborn blades are only a few dozen strong. Be realistic. Your allies are disintegrating. You'd be better off fleeing this place.
And then what? Wait for the war to be lost? Put off dying another month or two until the Deadwalker army finds us?
You could hide yourself and learn how to control your demon. I could help you and speed your progress.
I see what you're doing. You're trying to isolate me from the others. Then what? You're going to cut my throat first chance you get?
Why? What use do I have for your corpse? You forget that the only reason I'm still here is your host. Why would I want to eliminate its carrier?
I'm not going to risk my ass. Not for you. I'd rather go fight the Deadwalker army. Thanks. We have to reach an agreement on the assault we're going to launch.
Very well. Our strategy will essentially depend on you and your companions. I'll be attaching a group of soldiers to your party for support.
That's out of the question. The more of us there are, the greater the risk that we'll be noticed. I'm taking Edward. Your knowledge and powers make her the best suited to go with me.
I would very much like you to have someone I trust with you. And this Edwin does not seem like that person.
Huh. She'll be delighted to hear that.
I could go with you. You know that I'm stealthy and can make myself useful.
That's a pretty good compromise. With the three of us, we stand a chance. What do you say, Your Highness?
I agree. I'm counting on you, Welmar, to remember the interests of your people. The result of this battle depends on your success. You need to sneak into the city, get to the drawbridge, and lower it. Then you can open the gate for us. I will personally be leading our army, and I'll enter the city as soon as you open the gate. I think with the element of surprise and our advantage in numbers should be enough to overcome the Deadwalkers.
Once the gates are open, I'm not sticking around. I'll have to use the diversion to get to Black Frost's realm.
Are you ready for the assault? There must be neither distraction nor setback. We won't have a second chance. If you have business to deal with, you should deal with it now.
I still need a bit of time. Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
See you later.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
I'll be going now.
What the? What's this fucker?
Mathis, do you have a moment?
My dear, I have all of eternity.
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Sybil, about your love lives.
I wouldn't have thought you'd be interested in the prurient questions of that young girl, charming as she may be. It seems to me that my sexuality is my own business, as well as which I suspect my stories would be quite shocking to an innocent girl like that.
To my name.
I have been alive on Vertial a very long time, and before I lost all desire of any kind, I think I've probably experienced everything possible, both emotionally and sexually. To recount all my adventures to you in detail would require weeks, apart from which it's out of the question that I should speak of these things out loud.
As bad as that?
You doubt my word? Very well. Let me tell you about my 14th wife, Princess of the Elephant City.
For real? But that's gross.
And those are some of my cleaner stories. I told you, I've tried everything. Perhaps now you understand my reticence with your young friend.
Exactly. So what should I tell her?
Whatever you wish, I will confirm whatever story you tell.
How are things with Sybil?
What a charming young girl. Her hunger for knowledge reminds me of myself in the distant past, when I was young and still living in my first body. I imagine that if I still felt any physical desires, I would happily give her a good few hours of one-on-one experimental physical training. And it seems to me that she's rather more interested in getting your attention. At any rate, she is by far the most interesting red scribe I've met in the past 300 years, though I fear that may not be much of a compliment, given their legendary incompetence.
Talk to you later. Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I spoke with Matthews. He finally agreed to talk to me about his love life. Well, lives.
And? What did he tell you?
Our bony friend Lex is a complete romantic.
I could feel that behind his proud exterior, he was all heart.
He didn't go into too much detail. He's had many wives, and every time he had to watch them grow old and die, and he could do nothing to help.
It's just terrible.
It is. That's why it's so hard for him to talk about it. You understand why now?
Yes. I feel so stupid. Thank you for your help anyway. I won't bother him about it anymore.
See you later.
I'm just going to make a drink and that'll be 2 minutes. Right, there is a way to get them guys to join. But I can't remember what it is. Sybil asks you to do it.
Edwin, I need to speak to you.
What can I do for you?
I'm going to have need of your talents. Come with me.
You offer me what? Sword play, suspicion, and sarcasm? Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Relmar, you got a minute?
Yes?
I have a few questions I need to ask you. Elves are pretty rare. I haven't had the chance to talk to many. Can you tell me more about your people?
We are born in the trees, eat only seeds, and we spend all the livelong day singing.
Get the feeling you're fucking with me.
Perish the thought. Well, it's just that we aren't that different from you humans, despite what one hears. Our civilization is obviously a bit older, so we have had the time to learn from our mistakes. We don't really live in the same rhythm as you do. We move a little slower, and most of us are prone to having at least some respect for the past. This is the reason why we never destroy anything, that we prefer to build on top of things.
I've heard that you are immortal.
That joke has lived for 15 generations. I will never get tired of it. No, we're not immortal. We live long lives, though. Much longer than you. We are resistant to poisons, rotten food, and toxic body odor. Unfortunately, these things do not make us immortal.
Don't elves ever make war?
That's an impression we like to give other people. The fact is, we do go to war, just never against each other. You must understand that, given our long lifetimes, battles are fairly futile. This may well be what has motivated the choices of our king concerning the Ice Lords. But we certainly know how to fight, and you'll see proof of that soon enough.
So it's the prince who gives the orders.
The word orders may not be the best one. We do not submit nor obey easily. Our kings are a reference, wise men who can point out the way. They tend to guide us rather than give us orders. But to answer your question, it is his father the king who is the leader of our people.
Not anymore.
Let's change the subject. I'll leave you here.
Vulcan, I hope you've got good news.
I still haven't found your passageway beneath the city.
It's there.
I have found it.
I have some questions I'd like to ask you. I'll be going now.
I have nothing to say to you, mercenary. You want to follow these gutless elves? That's your choice, not ours. Now leave us!
Well, I don't know what happened last time. She just stopped me, I think.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
Have you learned anything about the World Heart?
Yes, I found out a few things that might interest you. Some of the myths about the World Heart are based on real facts. Certain texts confirm that there is indeed a source of energy that fuels the world, but also that is the source of all magic power. Every time a sorcerer casts a spell, they are drawing power from the world heart. The Ice Lords are siphoning this energy in huge quantities, and that is why they are so immensely powerful. If we can only discover how they're doing it, it may be possible to deprive them of all their power.
That sounds like a really good lead. Keep on digging. Can you tell me more about your order?
Of course. The Red Scribes are an order of sages. Our quest is to find the answers to all the great mysteries of this world.
And so you know about magic?
We study magic from an essentially theoretical viewpoint, but we're not an order of magicians. Even though some of us practice healing magic, but we have nothing to do with the destructive power magic used by the Lords of the Frozen Shadows, and we know very little about that domain, unfortunately.
I see. But that doesn't mean you can't research it, huh?
Obviously, especially now. Any knowledge which would help us turn this war around would be helpful. But according to our archives, we were already studying magic more than 5 centuries ago.
Oh, really? See you later.
Oh well, never mind. I'll just
How can I help you, Masonry?
We should talk about the assault.
Are you ready for the assault? We won't have a second chance. If you have business to deal with, you should deal with it now.
I'm ready. Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
Anything new on the World Heart?
I think I just discovered something really interesting.
Tell me.
From what I've read, the World Heart is not in Verto. Well, not really. It exists in a sort of other world next to us, in a sort of limbo, in fact. And it's impossible to get there without using an extremely complex ritual.
And can you perform it?
No, but the Ice Lords have discovered a way to create passages and to keep them open. And it's by using these passages that the Ice Lords are able to channel the power from the World Heart. But they're draining it. They're using more power than can be replenished.
See you later.
Alright, one last try.
I have nothing to say to you, mercenary. You want to follow these gutless elves? That's your choice, not ours. Now lead us.
Get off.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Nicola's not coming now.
Alright. Okay.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, yeah.
Did he just tell me to do one then, that guy?
I have nothing to say to you,
Yeah.
mercenary.
Oh well. Right. Okay.
It's there. We have to head for that drawbridge.
That's fucking slow going. Move. There's another sword. Oh, it's got resistance twice on it. So I'll look at what we can do. Resistant to magic. I'll probably come in more handy. Them two fucking things. Yeah. Okay.
We're not alone. What the hell is that thing with all its legs?
It is a concubine. Somewhat unusual erotic tastes. Why would she be here? Unless she already knows of our plan.
Curse them. Look at the support pillars. They crawl with bedwalkers.
A trap, and a good one. Your little friends will be taken from the rear, if you'll pardon the expression.
We must prevent it. We have to hurry to open the drawbridge.
I say we must not. This concubine has given us an opportunity. We must attack her while her troops are busy elsewhere. These are creatures of great power. You must absorb them one by one if you hope to stand against Lord Blackfrost. Those other men are already as good as lost.
Do not heed the words of this witch. If you do not open the bridge, all our soldiers will die, and this war will be over. I do not believe you even have need of this misshapen beast's supposed power. This evil whore is twisting your mind. She wishes to weaken us. From the beginning, she has been hiding something from us, and it will go ill for you if you trust her.
Really? I would have hoped for a little more affection from someone who spies on me when I bathe.
Now that's the option I've picked every time up to now, the elves. So I'm going to go with the other option, this one, never mind the concubine.
Ranor is right. If we do nothing, those elves are dead.
So be it. Go then. Help your lost army, but remember that you have condemned us all. At best, you will gain a little time, but you will never have a better chance than the one that you are now throwing away.
Yeah, not too difficult, mate. Finish that egg. I just shoved it through a net while she was crawling along the floor.
Are you well?
Better than ever.
Then let us make haste. We must open these gates.
At last, I meet the hard heads who resist the Lords of the Frozen Shadow. Oh, Winters is furious with you. He's most fond of his juggernauts. And I suspect you may also be responsible for the death of his general. But you are mine. None but me dare lay hands upon my concubines, not even the other Ice Lords. This is a lesson you will learn from pain. An eternity of pain.
Should have chopped his arm off that. Just cut his hand in half anyway, at least.
You really are full of surprises. These powers of yours are interesting. Nonetheless, you just aren't of the same class as a Lord of the Frozen Shadows. It wouldn't be sporting of me to eliminate you so early in the day. But you do have potential. I will leave you a little time to build your strength. When you think you're ready to face me, come to my domain. We will finish this once and for all.
Well, you just finish it now.
Well, I think we should count ourselves fortunate that he seems to like you. Though I'm not sure how I feel about that.
What? Where did Edwin go?
I know not, but I for one shall not miss her. It would not surprise me if she had betrayed us and returned to the enemy.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Perhaps it would to her. Let us go and help my brothers. We will have need of all our allies if we are to conquer this Ice Lord.
Let's go.
Thou drawest near. I do feel it.
Blackfrost awaits us. It is his trap.
The necromancer craves our power for himself alone. He will not have warned the others of our approach. His trap and his greed will be his undoing.
I am still not powerful enough.
But thou wilt so become. The domain is peopled by superior creatures that are bathed in the energy of the world heart. Our energy. Once there, thou wilt know what to do. But be swift. I cannot long endure. Thou must concentrate upon these creatures and waste not thy time with the others.
I will return to the world when I'm ready. This necromancer is an obstacle that cannot be ignored.
No, I have had enough of this prison, of this sacrilege, of this servitude. How dare thee leave me thus? Thou art no better than they.
Wake up, Vulcan. This is not the moment.
This energy, everywhere, we draw near our goal.
Look out!
It's another one of those bitches.
Still got all that junk. Right. I'm going to call it quits here for now, and I may pick it up later, but I need to go and feed my dogs. So, if you've been watching, thanks for watching anyway.